behind back of the net. That'll be Hansen for Swift Current. Goes D partner. Backus on the puck now. Oops. Morelli had a chance to the side of Van Wormer there, but wasn't able to get the shot through. McNinch with a head of steam. I'm not sure if she's going to catch up to it. She did. Kind of in tight play there by McNinch, though. As she ran out of room, she put the puck through the defender's skates. By the time she was able to catch up to it, though.
Sharks now on the power play.
They have 1:15 to go on the power play. Schneider goes a lap of the ice. Back to Hockley on the point. That shot is kind of kicked back. Poltinski looking to cut to the net. Poltinski back on the puck again. Looks for a pass. Back to the D partner for Cole. Cole, that's a shot goal that's blocked.
That's dangerous.
And that could be trouble. It's not, though, as Swift Current descends at the length of the ice. It'll be Keller first on the puck. Cole right behind her. Keller still on the puck. Keller digging to the side of the net. Backman with the paddle down, making sure nothing happens there. That'll be Nordell headed the other way. Nordell to the outside. Bouffard keeps her to the outside pretty well. Pilot power right into the slot area, and a shot just missed on Van Wormer. Puck kind of trickled through the crease area as Pilot Powell let a hard wrister go, and that was an awkward bounce down here. Backman went out to play the puck, and it took an awkward hop on her. Some bit of neutral zone play here. Cole will be back into her zone to get it. Hockley's going to skate out of her zone. She's going to hit Nordell in the center, but Nordell turns it over. Hockley turned back. It'll be a pal with Metzger. Metzger's going to bring it over the line, let a hard wrister go. That's turned aside by Backman's stick into the corner. Looks like the Sharks are just going to ice it.
Well, as a defenseman, you got to be really careful winding up for those, those slappers when you got a winger 2 feet in front of you. That takes one bad bounce off a shin pad, it's a breakaway. It'll happen every time.
The winger on the draw versus Nordell. Pilopau, sorry. Nordell is the winger here. Pilopau wins that draw. Hockley came in to give some support, but they ended up losing that battle. Wingered in a battle along the boards with Hockley. Then Price in there, and Price is going to pick up a penalty. Another hitting penalty. Probably not the smartest play.
Well, I assume you're allowed to pin, right?
You're allowed to pin for sure, but you're definitely not allowed to hit, and that was a hit.
Yeah, just come at it a little slower, not so much force.
Be interested to see if they call it a body check. As the Sharks are getting a bit of sustained pressure here. Cole, it's a hard shot go from the point, and they score. It'll be Nordell on an Ava Cole point shot. So Cole will go to 5 points on the season for the Sharks. Nordell will pick up the goal for the Battlefords as they tie the game here with 4 minutes and 16 seconds to play on an impending penalty that was going to be to Sidney Price of Swift Current.
That's a tough bounce for Van Wormer. There's no chance.
That's Meadow Nordell's first goal of the season, her second point on the year in 5 games. Nordell just kind of was hanging out in the slot area. It took a weird bounce as Ava Cole got her shot towards the net. Took a weird bounce, came in Nordell with a wide open net, and she made no mistake beating Van Wormer on the Sharks' 10th shot of the game.
I couldn't even tell what it bounced off either. It's just, when it took a weird bounce, went 10 feet up in the air and landed right in the slot with a wide open net, and she made no mistake.
Tough one for Van Wormer. Keller headed back the other way in a one-on-one with Weber. She looks to go to the outside, cuts back to the inside.
That's hooking.
It's going to be another penalty. This penalty is going to be on Weber. It'll be probably a holding. Yep. No, not a holding. It'll be a hooking.
Yeah, she's got her stick up in the hands. She got beat, and, that's not even that bad of a penalty to take, in my opinion. That was probably going to be a really good scoring chance, if not a goal, and she got beat and realized it, and, had to pull a last-minute effort.
Be Swan on the draw here for Swift Current. Thompson, back to Rubley. Rubley lets a hard shot go right into Backman's pads. Rubley really walked it into that shot, but there was no traffic in front. And I know that's one thing that head coach Terry Pavley wanted today, especially with Backman in goal. He said you got to get a ton of traffic, as Backman is one of the top goaltenders in the province. Hockley on the puck now. She chips it out. Just past. And it would have been a one-on-one with Schneider and Bouffard, but it wasn't able to formulate. Thompson brings it in over the line, but that'll be offside as Georgia kind of jumped the gun there, came in ahead. Swift Current has 1:42 left on their power play, 3:22 left in the second period. 1-1 is the score.
You know what I've noticed about Backman since watching this? Her rebound control is phenomenal. She doesn't let any pucks get away from her. She steers them all to the corner. And that's hard to teach, especially when shots are flying at you that fast.
She's seen 21 shots and stopped 20 in this game so far. Good block there by Ava Cole. Cole looked to get it out. Cole dekes out a couple of Swift Current players in Thompson and Georgette, but she's headed off to the races. Gets around Rubley as well, but unable to get past Bouffard. Bouffard will be headed back the other way for Swift Current. It'll be Rubley bringing it in. Swift Current has numbers.
Good play.
Rubley just plays it back to Swan, who then gets it into Thompson. Thompson unable to get anything out of that. Keller on the puck now. Keller back to the point for Rubley. Rubley lets a hard shot go, but that's blocked by Ava Cole. Again, Cole has really been all over the ice. Really solid player for the Sharks. Cole on the puck again. Has time and space. Hits her D partner, Noah Sad. Noah Sad chips it out. Shelby Rubley will bring it back in for Swift Current. Looking for options. Not a ton, though. Noah Sad hard on her. Be McNinch down in front of us. Hits Keller at the point. Keller's point shot blocked again by Ava Cole. Ava Cole has had three blocks.
Oh, and the play.
3 blocks on this power play alone for Swift Current. Swift Current, 15 seconds remaining on the power play. Be Keller in over the line, looking for options. Gets to the center of the ice. Another block by Ava Cole. Cole has had 4 blocks in this penalty kill now. This is kind of getting ridiculous at this point. Cole probably wants to get off the ice at this point as well. Watain back to the point for Perlinger. Perlinger lets a wrister go. It'll be a loose puck to the side of the goal. Watain with a chance on Backman. Backman holds on to it as Ava Cole will finally be able to get off the ice. I'm sure her body might be a little bit shaken up after blocking a pile of shots. After just producing a primary assist on the Sharks' goal.
I just watched the coach give her the biggest high five ever. You know, that's the best thing for coaches to see is when someone steps in front of that many shots. You know they're playing for the team.
Back to full strength here. Morelli on the puck. Morelli looking to get the puck out as I begin yawning for some reason. Polchinski with the puck now. Polchinski over the line. Polchinski with a shot from the outside, and that'll be just snared by Van Warmer down in the low. Van Warmer's 12th shot, 11th shot she's seen to this point. 22 for Backman.
And these sweaters. All the sweaters I've seen in this league are very, very pretty. Beautiful.
Rebels one wasn't bad on Wednesday night, eh?
No, not bad at all.
Yeah, certainly colorful. Bit of scrum in the neutral zone there. That was Metzger on the puck for Swift Current, and then Swan. Now Jones will get it. It'll be Metzger bringing it in over the line on a 2-on-1. Metzger to the outside, tries to send it into the inside. It was Jones breaking to the net, but she was unable to hook up with her. Be Thompson. Metzger back on the puck. Metzger's just so strong on the puck. Back to the point for Bouffard. Lets a shot go from the outside, turned aside by Backman. The Schneider headed the other way for the Battlefords. She's got a bit of time and space, cuts to the center. Good chance there. Turned aside by Van Warmer. Bouffard hits Metzger in the center of the ice. That's a beautiful pass by Bouffard to get Swift Current out of their own zone. Metzger time and space. She gets across the line. Tried the back pass, but didn't work. Guitard over the line. Misses there. Nordell on the puck for the Sharks. Back to the point. The point shot is blocked, however.
Lincoln Swan just about ended up doing the splits to keep herself on side there.
Oh, what a goal by the Sharks.
Wow.
It was a Hockley point shot. It kind of developed there to nowhere with 19.4 seconds left in the second period. It was Kyla Powell that was on the doorstep that got her stick in there. It was a point shot that was kept low, however, by Hockley, which allowed Kyla Powell to get her stick in there and tip it. And the tip went up and over Van Warmer's glove side to make it 2-1 for the Sharks, as the Sharks have struck twice here in the second period to get the Sharks a lead. And that's Kyla Powell right in again and just missed with 10 seconds left.
That's what happens when you shoot low and hard, David. You know, that's beautiful tips like that.
I don't want to say Swift Current's reeling here, but they seem to have lost a bit of momentum as they're now down 2-1. The Sharks are up to 15 shots now. Swift Current's leading in that department 22-15.
I don't have another name for goals like that, but, you know, we used to call them ball busters because you tie a game in the last 30 seconds in the period, they score. That kills you. Like, that just takes all the momentum out of your feet, and then you got to go into the dressing room going, oh, you know, if we would have just held on for a little longer, you know, it'd be a different game right now. But hopefully Terry can get them regrouped in there and keep doing what they're doing, and they should be okay.
Might be a bit tough. Backman is a really tough goalie to beat. So, Swift Current does have their work cut out for them now after putting 6 on the board yesterday. They only have 1 through 2 periods of play here, and this is their first deficit they've faced. I couldn't tell you how long the last time they were down. Maybe they had one against the Regina on Wednesday, but I don't think so. I think it was Regina playing from behind most of that game. We'll head to a commercial break as we'll have more analysis here in between the second period. ASTV production, game between the Swift Current Wildcats and the Battlefords Sharks. David Zammit back here at the Fairview West Arenas in a game that Swift Current is trailing 2-1 to the visiting Battlefords Sharks. We'll take a quick out-of-town scoreboard look, and the Notre Dame Hounds have themselves a game. They might be out shooting the Prince Albert Bears, 18-6, but they're tied 1-1 currently, and that's halfway through the second period. We'll pop over and look at the Saskatoon Weyburn score, and that's Saskatoon up 1-0. The shots there are 14-1 for Saskatoon, and that's 7 minutes to play still in that period. I know I just looked at the other out-of-town scores, and the Swift Current Legionnaires were up 2-0. They're still in Yorkton. They're coming off a big win last night. That was an 8-5 win. And Swift Current's up 2-0 on the Mullers again today. The Regina Pat Canadians are up on the Tisdale Trojans 2-0. The Battleford Stars are tied 1-1 after they beat the Warriors 2-1 yesterday. And the Notre Dame Hounds and the Estevan Bears will play later today. Same with the Prince Albert Mintos and the Saskatoon Blazers. And that'll be it on that side of things. We'll take a quick look at the scoreboard, maybe for the NHL. I'm not sure if the puck's dropped on any of those games yet or not. I'm sure there's a couple of matinee games. While we wait for those scores to come up, again, the Sharks were able to score twice there to get out to a 2-1 lead in the second period. There are two goals that they've scored in this series against Swift Current this weekend, coming both today in that second period. No NHL on yet. That won't be till 4 o'clock Saskatchewan time. Flames and Senators will kick it off, then the Bruins and Canadians, Devils and Rangers, Penguins and Capitals, Oilers and Blues, and the Canucks and Ducks. We are about 8 minutes out from getting the third period underway here in Swift Current. We will we'll head to another commercial break, and we will be back here shortly.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen-size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mound. At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen-size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mound.
David Zammit back here at the Fairview West Arena in Swift Current. Swift Current Wildcats trail the visiting Battleford Sharks 2-1 after 2 periods of play. We're about 3.5 minutes out from getting action underway for this vital third period as Swift Current looks for their 4th straight win, and they look to take sole possession of the lead in points in the league. However, they got some work to do. They're facing arguably the best goaltender in the province. Backman came into this game with a .943 save percentage in 5 games. This is their 6th game. He's turned aside 21 of 22 shots here so far today. Sharks have gotten up to 15 shots now. They had 25 last night. And they scored on a pair of them there in the second period. One was a tip play late in the period by Pilapau that went up and over Van Wormer's glove side, beat her to get them up 2-1. But before that, to get the Sharks on the board was a point shot by Ava Cole. Cole's point shot kind of hit someone in front of the net, and Nordell found herself with a wide open cage and banged that in to get it tied at 1 apiece.
Yeah, both goals from the Sharks, just great hockey plays. First one was a bounce off that point shot that landed right to... Oh, sorry, I can't remember who scored that first goal, but it landed...
The first one was Nordell.
Landed right to Nordell, and she just a wide open net, made no mistake. And then second goal, low and hard. Low, hard point shot. Tip went beautifully, went around the entire crossbar in the back of the net. And I said it a couple times last night. I don't understand why they're shooting high at every single point shot. They decided to go to the low one, and it worked first time. So hopefully they'll stick to that a little more.
So the key for the Sharks so far has been their 2 top scorers. Was the Cole point shot. She's up to 5 points now. 2 goals, 3 assists on the year. And Michaela Pilapau scored late in the frame, and that was her 3rd goal, and she has 2 assists. They both have 5 points in 9 games now, leading the Sharks in scoring. The Wildcats are still to come out here. We have 1:40 before the puck drop. Just waiting for them to come out. Here comes Van Wormer and the rest of the crew. Be interested to see what Pavley does here. I wonder if he mixes up the lines, maybe shortens that bench from 4 lines down to 2 or 3, especially if they end up getting pressing here for a goal. Wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't try and load up a line either, and it looks like he is going to do just that. With McNinch, Keller, and Metzger out there. On the point, it'll be Perlinger and Bacchus. Be Morelli on the draw for the Sharks against McNinch, who is a wizard in the draw circle. McNinch wins another. Keller on the puck for Swift Current. He's just going to dump it in. Sharks able to get the puck out easily, though. Peters skating through center zone. Bit of an offside as Siemens kind of jumped the gun. The Swift Current product playing on Battlefords. But she was a bit ahead of Peters as Peters was bringing the puck up the ice, and it was an offside call.
Siemens is a hard worker. She's moving her feet the entire game.
Be McNinch on the draw again. She wins that one again. No surprise there, I guess. I wouldn't mind seeing her face-off percent. Metzger in over the line. Tried to play it around Hockley, but Hockley picked it off. McNinch leaves it. McNinch now with the puck. Metzger along the boards, looking to come out with it. She hits McNinch. McNinch lets a hard shot go that's turned aside by Backman. Perlinger holds the line for Swift Current down into McNinch. McNinch kind of bounces off her, and the Sharks will get it out. Peters dumps it in. The Perlinger back on the puck for Swift Current. Perlinger looking to bring it out. She does just get it out. Metzger runs into Pilapau there. Bacchus on the puck, looking for options, surveying Cole to her D partner, Noah Sad. Noah Sad back into her zone. Hits the winger, Guitard. Guitard will get it out. Just past Thompson, Pilapau, and Guitard. Ruby will pick that off and head north for Swift Current. Gets the line. It's a hard shot goal that's blocked by Ava Cole. And then Ruby had a follow-up chance.
She feels that one.
Ava Cole has blocked an insane amount of shots in this game already.
I hit it right in the left ankle. There's no chance that ever feels good.
Watain behind the net leaves it for Swan. Swan was looking to go out front to Buffard, but that didn't work. Sorry, to Thompson, but that didn't work. Rubley on the puck now for Swift Current in the zone. Hits Swan on the breakout. Swan into Thompson into the center ice area. Thompson gets the line, and then Swan lets a shot go to the net that misses. Rubley on the puck in the far corner. Keeps it in. Sends it back behind the net. That'll be Swan and Wagner battling. It'll be Lacey Schneider that got it out for Battlefords. Swift Current breaks back into the zone, however.
See Ava Cole on the bench there trying to work that pain off, walk it off, bounce around.
Some really nice moves there by Wagner to escape pressure in her zone and get the puck out. Swift Current will be headed back the other way with Sydney Price. Sydney Price over the line. She has Appel driving the net, but I don't know if she saw her. And then Appel kind of runs into Sail Whiskey there on the boards. No call. Appel battling with Wingert. Schneider going the other way. Appel on the puck. Wingert in there. Wingert looking for a centering play. Goes back to the point. Jones. Jones loses the puck, and that could be trouble. Schneider will be off to the races on a breakaway. Kind of hooked and held, but nothing comes of that. And then she goes hard into the end boards after she had a breakaway, but was kind of harassed pretty vehemently by Jones from behind.
Right on her tail, yeah. Schneider, she worked really hard to try and get that off, but right behind her, couldn't do it.
Yeah, there was a lot of back pressure on her. It wasn't just by Jones. There was another defender for Swift Current coming back hard there. Didn't have a ton to do.
Those are always very frustrating.
Perlinger keeps it in. That'll be a battle between Weber over in the corner and Georgette. The puck's out now, though. It'll be Metzger skating onto the puck. She loses it, however. Be coming back the other way. Metzger now on the puck again. Just gets over the line, kind of loses it. Perlinger follows it up with a hard shot, and that's into Backman's glove. Pretty hard shot, but there's no traffic. And Backman makes an easy glove save. Holds on for a whistle. 16-13 remaining in the third period here at the Fairview West Arena. This game between the Swift Current Wildcats and the Battlefords Sharks. Draw win by McNinch. No surprise there. Backus with a point shot. That's blocked. Backus sends it back the other way. McNinch on the puck now. McNinch makes a good move to get away from Nordell, and she's got open ice. She'll get the line. So look for options to send it to the front of the net, but there's nothing there. McNinch on the puck. Kerwin in to support her. McNinch back to Kerwin. Kerwin loses that. That'll be Ava Cole behind her net. She'll look to skate it out. Keller cuts her off, though, and keeps the puck in. It'll be Noah Sad. Pressured hard by Kerwin. Kerwin now at the puck for Swift Current. She cuts back against the grain. Keller with the point shot. Tipped by Kerwin, but didn't get to the net. That'll be a shot by Hansen. Hansen looking to get it to the goal, and it goes in. Hansen with a bit of an awkward play to the side of the goal. She was maybe a couple feet above the goal line, about 15 feet out. And I don't know if Backman got her pad against the post. And as Hansen kind of poked it to the net looking for a rebound off her shot, it just beat Backman to the post.
The bounces tonight are crazy. Backman probably really wishes she could have that one back. Went for a skate immediately. I mean, just barely under her left pad. Like, just barely. So close.
Well, we're right where we started at the beginning of the game. Tied game. Started at 0-0, now it's 2-2. We have 15:22 to play here. Swift Current's looking to turn it on a little bit. Goal is unassisted by Hansen, and that's Hansen's first goal of the season. She had an assist coming into this game, so that's her second point. The goal is unassisted, though, so she gets onto the score sheet as well, just like Wingert. So the two goals from Swift Current today have been by people that haven't found the goal column on the score sheet yet this year. Is that going to be a penalty on Swift Current, or is it the net is off? I wondered why they were blowing the whistle with Swift
like
Current.
an odd penalty to call. But
Yeah.
A lot of weird bounces tonight. You know, the first goal was very solid, beautiful, beautiful shot. But you know, the next 3 goals have been a lot of lucky bounces and a lot of hockey plays, and sometimes that's how she goes. It would be awful to be a goalie. I couldn't imagine. I guess I'm not crazy enough to be a goaltender. I never have been, but the bounces would kill me and frustrate me.
Woodtain keeps the puck in for Swift Current there. A little board battle there. Thompson's going to... I don't know if you can...
The Battlefords' second goal in 1940 of the second period. It was scored by number 2, Michaela Pillabell, and assisted by number 15, Allison Hockley, and another assist to number 5, Madison Guitar.
I'm not sure what the scoring changes were there. Actually, we had Pilopau and Nordell scoring the goals, so maybe it was just for the assist for shot,
again.
point shot, and Van Wormer loves that pretty easily and holds on for a whistle to her left.
Put it low. It worked last time. Low and hard. Low and hard.
The Pilopau on the draw versus Metzger. Metzger wins that straight back, and that'll be Perlinger skating onto the puck. Hits Urich, and that'll be an easy breakout. Metzger into the center ice area as Georgette has a breakaway, and she's stopped by Backman. And then the puck comes back in front of the net, and I don't know how that didn't end up in the net. So Backman was really far out of her net to cut down the angle on Georgette. Georgette was turned aside, but then the puck kind of bounced behind the net somehow, and then came back to the front of the net, and Addison Urich had a beautiful chance, but there had to have been the Sharks' entire team in behind Backman to make sure that that puck didn't cross the line.
And I'm glad you're describing that one because, you know, she looked like a spider monkey out there and just saved everything. I don't know what happened or how it happened, but it was very impressive.
But yeah, it was a mad scramble that happened really quickly. It'll be Morelli breaking it out, skating into the Swift Current zone. A Pell right on her, makes a beautiful move to get away from a Pell. Perlinger kind of cuts her off, though. Puck into the corner. Ava Cole pinches in from the point. Morelli in there, battling with Winger. Puck behind the Swift Current goal. Winger cut off. Morelli onto the puck now. Let a shot go, but that missed the net. Cole tries to get it towards the net, but no one there for the Sharks. Perlinger will look to break it out. Perlinger headed north with the puck.
She's not scared to pinch everything. She can get back, no problem. So she'll go up and pinch the far corner if she has to.
Back there to the net to play the puck, leaves it for Noasad. Noasad tries to go reverse pass to Cole, but Cole wasn't there in time. Morelli on the puck for the Sharks. Sends it back, and that'll be Cole skating onto it for the Sharks. She'll break it out. Pelchinski just sends it in, and that'll be Slaveda onto the puck for Battlefords. Slaveda on the puck still on her backhand, looking to bring it to the net. Unable to, though, as Addison Urich will send it back the other way for Swift Current red line and in. The Weber back on the puck for the Sharks. Weber looking to get out of her zone. Kept in by Shelby Rubley of the Wildcats, however. Hits Metzger behind the net. Metzger looks to bring it out front, unable to, however. Sharks bring it in and dump it in. That's Peters with the dump in, and she'll retrieve it herself as well. Good work by her. The Siemens back to Peters. Peters cut off there as Metzger comes in to offer some support to her D partners. Metzger's going to bring it out, and she'll look to get headed up ice. She's cut off, however, though. And Weber just kind of chips it back in behind the Swift Current goal.
I absolutely love the adjustment made by the Battleford coaches. You know, carry the puck every time. Forget the breakout passes. That is penalty. Penalty coming up on the Sharks for body checking, I believe. Yep.
Tripping, they're going to call it.
Oh.
Someone's got a broken stick, too.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, that'll be Nordell with the broken stick.
Yeah, and the penalty. So that was quite the trip. She gets a new twig so she can go to the box.
The first goal scorer for the Battlefords is headed off to the box. That'll allow Swift Current to get a power play group out there with 11:54 to play in the third period. Swift Current looking to take a lead here on the power play. Back to the point. Buffard holds the line over to Rubley. Rubley lets a hard shot go that's blocked. No, it's not blocked by Ava Cole this time. Van Warmer tries to settle it down behind their net, but she's unable to. Schneider will be the first on it for the Battlefords, just trying to kill time in there with Buffard. She certainly is killing time, and she'll be the first one on that. Ahead of Rubley, doing a great job of killing time there with Schneider on the penalty kill. She's just pressuring Buffard now, running her out of room. She killed a good 30 seconds. So Current won't get out of their zone to a minute 25 left on that power play. Georgette bringing it in. Looks to go to the backhand, but unable to get it to the goal.
A great job by Schneider there to hold the puck deep.
So Current's going to have to go back to their own zone and retreat it. They'll lose the battle back in their zone again. That'll be Slabeda skating onto it. Pilapow on the boards. She turns it over, and that'll be Keller heading the other way with a head of steam.
Sharks are moving their feet way more than the Wildcats in this period. Way more. Like, the Sharks have won 3 foot races on the penalty kill after the dumpage. That's next level. I mean, they're skating with purpose here. And Swift Current is letting up on the gas pedal, and I don't know why.
Yeah, it's a tie game here. They got to pick up the offense. I mean, they're on a power play here for another 45 seconds. That's going to be an icing against Swift Current, though. Oh, they waved it off at the last second. So they'll get a break there. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. It doesn't matter. It's cleared out by the Sharks. Perlinger looking to bring it in. She's going to do it all herself. Get right in. That was a beautiful chance on Backman. Just missed on her blocker side about mid-thigh high. Metzger unable to hold the line. And Swift Current will be back into their own zone with 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Metzger leaves it for Perlinger. Perlinger looking for options. Sell whiskey all over her. Perlinger's just going to try and skate it out. McNinch will now get it. McNinch is looking for Watain on the far wing. Watain's going to go to the outside, try to cut on the inside. Just missed up high on Backman, short side. We're back to even strength, and that's going to be Cole bringing it in. Looking for a beautiful play. Backdoor was Nordell. Nordell and Cole looking to hook up on another goal, this time on a 2-on-1, as Nordell had just got out of the box, but they were unable to cash in on that.
That was a gorgeous
Nordell
pass,
with
twice.
another chance here, brings it in over the line. Nordell looking for options, kind of curls back, but the option wasn't there as she hit Swift Current forward. Appel with the puck. Winger will look to skate onto it. Nordell with battling with her, goes down kind of awkwardly there. Perlinger kind of steps up in play and gets it in for Swift Current. We have 9:13 remaining in the third period here.
Nordell straight out of the box, jumps in on the rush, and had one of the prettiest chances we've seen all night.
Jones with the puck. Jones to her D partner, Buffard. Buffard hits the red line, makes it deke around. Buffard looks like she's going to take a shot. She's going to make another move, and right to the goal was it with Buffard.
Getting a little bit chippy out there, I think.
It certainly is, especially after the whistle.
Yeah. It's good to see. You know what I mean? It means they care. They want to win. And you shouldn't be playing hockey if you don't care. You don't want to win, right?
You aren't wrong at all. Looks like McNinch in a draw, and she's going to win that against Selwiski. Swift Current able to keep it in. McNinch with the puck. She's pressured, though. Keller's going to go in for support. McNinch on with the puck. Leaves it back to the point for Buffard. Buffard with a point shot, and that's blocked by Wagner. Buffard tried to dump it back in, but was unable to. Kind of fanned on it. Selwiski on the puck. Goes back to Wagner. Wagner looks for options. Back to Selwiski. Selwiski with the puck. Just chips it out. Able to get it out as Battlefords will head north with it. They're cut off, though. Here comes Pilapow hot onto the puck. Looking to go to the outside on Jones. Just shovels it towards the net, and Van Warmer kicks that aside. Keller on the puck for Swift Current, looking for options. Into the center ice area. Siemens just there to her reach. Pilapow is going to come in with a ton of speed again. That's a hard wrister goal. That was high. Missed on Van Warmer, glove side. Buffard with the puck behind Swift Current net. Jones on the puck now. Jones hits Kerwin. Kerwin just able to get it out,
Beautiful.
but they turn it over after that. Be Cole over to her D partner, Noah Sad. Noah Sad into Schneider. Schneider looking to skate it in. Dumps it in right on Van Wormer, and Van Wormer is going to hold on to that puck as there was some people bearing down on her. 7:34 remaining in the third period.
These Sharks are a whole new team. I don't know what happened. You know, they're taking their time. They're hitting passes. They're breaking the puck out. This is an entirely different team than the last 5 periods we've watched.
Shots are 29-19 in favor of Swift Current. Morelli versus Metzger on the draw. Hansen just hammers it out of the Swift Current zone, and that's going to be an icing penalty.
Yeah, a little bit too hard. I get the idea. You don't want it to be stopped at the line, but you know you got to make sure one of your guys can get there at least. One of your girls can get there, I should say.
Be the same two on the draw. Morelli and Metzger. Refs are really being tricky on this one. Georgette will actually end up coming in as Metzger gets kicked out. Schneider with the puck. Schneider looking to go to the goal with it, but unable to. Noah Sad there with the puck. Noah Sad just keeps it alive for the Sharks in the Swift Current zone. It'll be Metzger skating onto it. Pressured there by Cole as she was pinching. Point shot by the Sharks. Might work out, and it does. Morelli with the goal. It hit a Swift Current defender on the way to the net.
What a
and
bounce.
it ends up in the back of the net off the stick of Morelli.
Cole has had one of the best games I've seen. You know, she's all over the ice. She's helping everywhere. She's getting those bounces. She's in the dirty areas. You know, it's wow.
On the 21st shot attempt of the game for the Sharks, it'll be Morelli that'll bang that one home after the puck was kind of stopped on the way to the net on the shot attempt. Sharks will be coming in looking for more. Schneider with a shot that's turned aside by Van Wormer. Berlinger looking to get the puck out. Watain there, chips it out. It'll be a one-on-one with Swan. Swan down into Battleford zone. Wins that battle. Thompson was looking to go to the net with it as she had Watain there to the net, and that didn't end up working out.
Man, Van Wormer can't catch a break with these pucks, man. They're bouncing all over the place, and she can't keep track of them.
Yeah, that one was tough. That hit someone right on her doorstop, and Morelli kind of got a beautiful chance right in the slot area and was able to bang that home. Perlinger with a shot towards the net, doesn't end up working out. Thompson with it, loses it. Perlinger on the puck again. Just dumps it in. So Current's going to break it out. So Current goes D to D. Sharks are going to bring it in. That'll be Pilapau with the puck now. No, that's Guitard, sorry, with a shot. Blocked. Guitard with a second chance. No dice on that. Buffard headed the other way. Price will look to get it in for Swift Current. Be Weber with the puck for the Sharks. Her pass gets cut off, but Weber back with the puck now. Hits Nordell in the center ice area. Nordell looks to get it deep, unable to. Pressured by Swift Current. Nordell on the puck. Pilapau follows her up to get it into the Swift Current zone. Be in behind Van Wormer. Jones in a battle there with Guitard. Guitard, Appel in for support. Pilapau behind the net for the Sharks, just there to her reach. And it'll be Buffard headed the other way.
Now Swift Current's making these sloppy passes.
It'll be Schneider in over the line. Goes to the outside. Looks for a wraparound chance maybe. Tries to center it, but unable to. Schneider back on the puck. Really good rush there from Schneider, but just unable to get the puck to the net. There'll be Appel. Just dumps it in right on Backman, and that took a really weird hop off Backman, but it was to the corner. Keller in front of the net. The puck's loose in the crease. Swift Current isn't able to capitalize on that.
second time Backman has done the splits when there's 6 people in front of her. And, you know, I always used to do that. I used to test and see if goalies could do the splits. And let me tell you what, David, when you get to this level, every goalie can do the splits. You ain't testing nothing.
That's fair enough. McNinch on the draw. Scrum draw, and it looked like she actually lost one. Watain on the draw. That Watain gets the puck back to McNinch. It's kept in at the line by Swift Current. Kind of down there in a corner that we can't really see a ton of, so it's tough to do a ton of commentating. It's just sent to the net on Perlinger's backhand from the point, and that's stopped easy by Backman. That'll be her 29th save of the game.
Sharks need to do a real good job of staying out of the box here for these last 4 minutes. They don't want to give Swift Current any chances here.
Looks like Swift Current's going to load up the line. They've got Metzger out there with Swan and Thompson. I'd imagine Watain will play on another line here. Is maybe Pavley will shorten that bench with just over 4 minutes to play here in the third. Swift Current down a goal. Perlinger tries to keep the line. Sharks have numbers, but Perlinger gets back and sends it back the other way. Swift Current just able to get it out. It'll be Metzger on the puck. Brings it in. Sends it over to Shelby Rubley, who lets a good shot go, but that's kicked aside by Backman, and then Rubley followed it up, but her shot hit the side of the net. Rubley gets back and makes a strong play, and then she'll be headed back north again with the puck. Backman out behind the net to play it. Bit of a tricky play there. She had a couple of Wildcats bearing down on her, but still went out to play it. Swift Current looks to keep the line. Be up to Nordell. Nordell's picked off by Thompson, and Thompson finds a ton of room as she dekes out a couple of defenders, lets the shot go, and it's loose there. But Metzger wasn't able to get there, nor was Thompson in time to poke that in. And it's going to be a breakaway for Guittard, who's cut off, however, by Jones in behind. Swift Current net now. Guittard on the puck. 3:11 to play in the third period here. Metzger sends it out, picked off by Pilapau. Nordell in a battle with Metzger. Metzger's been out there for a while. Buffard trying to get the puck. Buffard hits McNinch in the center ice area, and McNinch is going to take off, headed the other way. Looking for options. McNinch lets a hard wrister go on the glove side of Backman, but that's held on. 2:47 to play in the third period.
Emma Backman is just so smooth on her glove side. It makes it look so easy. So if you're Terry here, when do you call Van Warmer to the bench?
Probably pretty soon, you'd have to think, right?
It's tricky.
And I guess it'll depend on how much they can control play here. A lot of board battle going on right now, just in an area that we don't see a ton of. I know McNinch is in there. Sharks are looking to get it just out of their zone. Keller and Hockley battling now. Keller comes out of the corner with the puck, sends it to the net with McNinch right in front, and she's stopped on a beautiful chance on Backman. Good play by Keller to get it into McNinch, but McNinch was just unable to pull the trigger up high. Watain there with McNinch and Keller up front for Swift Current. They're kind of creating a bit of havoc here in the offensive zone for the Wildcats. 1:56 to play here in the third period. McNinch and McNinch just snaps her stick as she was looking to hit Watain on a pass. It'll be Shelby Rubley pinched down for Swift Current now. Sharks will just look to clear it out, and they do just that. Perlinger in over the line looking for options. Pass doesn't work out as it's sent back down. Minute 23 remaining in the third period. I'd imagine Van Warmer will be headed to the bench here shortly as it's Georgette out with Thompson and Metzger. Perlinger bringing the puck up for Swift Current. There goes Van Warmer to the bench for Swift Current as Swift Current will also head to a power play. So not only will they have the one-person advantage, they'll have a two-skater advantage. It'll be a 6-on-4 with a minute 06 remaining in the third period. Looks like Noasad's going to head off to the box for the Sharks. I'd imagine Terry Pavley's going to use his timeout here. with 66 seconds left in the game. It'll be a 6-on-4 for the Wildcats as they have their goaltender pulled. They're down 1, 3-2 here against the Sharks.
As a coach, this is a situation you don't want to see ever. This is the worst situation for one of your players to take a penalty last minute while the goalie's pulled in a 1-goal game. That's, that makes the coach lose hair.
Looks like it'll be Cole, Hockley, Guittard out there.
Wildcats using one of their timeouts here. Drawing on the board down there, seeing what they're going to come up with. 6-on-4. Try and get the puck deep. You'll see what happens. But let me tell you what, they're gonna have to get a lot of bodies in front of Backman if they want to beat her. Both times they've beat her tonight have been one was a very nice shot and one was quite a good bounce. Looks like McNinch will take the draw as usual. I don't hate that.
Keller on the puck. Metzger back to the point for Perlinger. Metzger on the sidewall. That's a hard shot goal that almost found the back of the net. Hit Keller to the side of the net. McNinch on the other side now. McNinch looking for options. Rubley on the point. Over to McNinch. McNinch with a hard shot. And it hit Watain and almost went in. Metzger on the wraparound. I don't know how that puck stayed out. Metzger on the wraparound chance.
There's a defenseman on the ice down there for the Sharks that absolutely put her body on the line to save that.
Guess who it was? Ava Cole.
Go figure. Hey?
No surprise there. 40.6 seconds left in regulation here.
What a game for her.
Oh, she's had an insane amount of blocks.
What a game.
Had a couple of assists, I believe. It'll be Metzger on her strong side now, looking to win it. The Sharks win it, but Swift Current gets control anyways. Keller over to McNinch, over to Metzger. Metzger just misses up high on Backman's glove side. McNinch into the center for Rubley, who fans on the shot. The Sharks get it out, and they're going to clear it. There's 23 seconds left as Swift Current will go back and look to set it up, but they might be running out of time as Pilopow's down there killing valuable time. It'll be Rubley looking to bring it up. It'll be McNinch with her.
One more
McNinch
chance.
with the puck. Goes right to the net. Strong blocker saved by Backman.
7.
And the Sharks
6,
will kill
5.
the time just
4,
right at the line.
3, 2, 1. And that's
And the Sharks will pick up their second win on the season as they beat the Swift Current Wildcats. It'll be a bit of a redemption tour for the Sharks, who yesterday fell 6-0 to the Wildcats.
What a
end up winning, coming back today from a 1-goal deficit to win 3-2 over the league-leading Swift Current Wildcats.
Yeah, I have to give a huge shout out to the coaching staff of the Sharks. They figured out their problems last night and they completely adjusted, and it looked like the Wildcats just weren't ready for it. Not a lot of passing, some low hard shots at the net. Get in front of the net. They did very well, and fixed every problem they had last night and played an unreal game.
Wildcats ended up with 38 shots today, 2 goals. The Sharks had 22 shots on Aurora Van Warmer and beat her 3 times. Swift Current will now be off until next Saturday when they head to Saskatoon to take on the Stars. They just played the Sharks twice. What am I talking about? And Swift Current with the loss falls to 7-3 on the season through 10 games. The Sharks improved to 2-7-1 on the year, picking up some valuable points as they'll close in on the Prince Albert Bears in the standings. We'll take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard before we wrap this up.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say, thank you to everybody for listening to us. This will be our last game, as far as I know. And
I think we have a couple in December.
We're usually radio guys, and this isn't something we do, so we appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to us, and we hope it obviously it's not perfect. We're just guys, but we hope it was reasonable and we made it somewhat entertaining for you, and we do appreciate you listening to us.
Just want to echo what Matt just said there as well. And also give a shout out to Supplement King as well. They're a sponsor of this broadcast on ASTV. Quick out-of-town scoreboard has the Swift Current Legionnaires up 2-0, still on the Yorkton Maulers in Yorkton today. I guess looking at more of this league's play, though, we'll pull up those numbers because I do know that there was a couple of games going on. Notre Dame was tied last time we looked, and Saskatoon was up by a goal. Notre Dame is now up 4-1 with 14 minutes to play in the third period, so it looks like they might get another win against Prince Albert. That'll be a sweep of them this weekend. The Saskatoon Stars are up 2-0 on the Weyburn Gold Wings, and that has 5 minutes left in the second period. Again, thanks for tuning in to ASTV's broadcast between the Swift Current Wildcats and the Battleford Sharks. The Battleford Sharks eke out a 3-2 win here in Swift Current at Fairview West Arena. Thanks again for tuning in to today's edition on your Sunday afternoon. Thanks, and so long, everyone.